Okay, so welcome to the 2016 mock exam question. So the figure shows that says draw the given plan and make a perspective image of the drawing of the structure given the following information. So the spectator is 2.4 meters from corner A, picture plane is touching corner A, horizon line is 1.7 meters above the ground line. Scale 1 is to 20. Convert meters to millimeters and divide every number by 20. Now it says draw the plan respective image. Unfortunately, we're going to have to draw the elevation for this particular question because it's not a very well written question. Okay, so I'm going to start on the left hand side of my page. I'm going to just draw my XY line. Okay, oh, sorry there, 1 second. So, we have to draw the elevation, right? This is 1,000 in scale 1 is to 1. Okay, it says scale 1 is to 20, so divide everything by 20, so that's 50. Okay, that's 1110. So I'm going to mark on my XY line 50 and 1100 there. Okay, and it doesn't it doesn't tell me the distance here or the angle, but I can assume they're parallel. Okay, so I'm going to take my protractor and I'm going to measure an angle of 15 degrees. So I'm going to mark in that angle, light line up from here for the moment, heavy line there, and I can heavy in there. And that. Okay, now this detail is 300 in from either side, so that's divided by 20 is 15. Okay, and it starts 600 up on the sheet, so 30 up from the XY line. Okay, it's going to start the sloping line. So these lines are parallel. Now, okay, I needed that elevation for heights. Okay, now I'm going to start the perspective drawing. I'm just going to move this over towards the side of my sheet and I'm going to draw a separate plan. So it's got nothing to do with it's not related to the elevation there, as in plan normally goes underneath the elevation, but this plan being drawn it's different to what I was finding out there. Right, so same idea here, divide everything by 20, so that's 50, 60. Okay, so this in total is 110. So I'm going to go down 110. Over 1,000 in real life is 50 on the sheet. And then up 60 here. 110 in length. So there we go. Go in 15 either side here, and it's going to be down a width of 15 again. There we go. So there's the plan view drawn. Now we can start the perspective question. So this is corner A. It says the spectator is on a 30-degree line from corner A. It is a total, the spectator point is 2.4 meters from corner A, so that is 120 millimeters after scale, 1:10 has been applied, or 1:20 rather. So there's our spectator. Okay, we join the two outermost corners to the spectator. Okay, we're going to take our compass, we're going to bisect that angle. The bigger the angle, or the bigger the radius of your compass, the better, the more accurate it is. So we're going to bisect that. Your picture plane is perpendicular to that, so I can line up my set square with the bisector, slide my set square on until I draw a line touching corner A that's perpendicular to the bisector. Now the horizon line can start anywhere after S. Okay, and it said the distance between the horizon line and the ground line is 0.7 meters. So after the scale, 1:20 has been applied, that's 35. So it's 35 between the horizon line and ground line. Okay, so I'm going to just pause my video for a moment and extend those lines. Now, so I've gotten them. Now, the next thing I need is the vanishing points. So I'm going to pick two sets of parallel lines. Look, there's parallel lines. From the spectator, I'm going to go parallel to them until it hits the picture plane. Okay, so I'll just do that in pencil. So from the spectator, I'm going to go parallel to the picture plane until it touches them. I'm going to pick another set. So here's a set of parallel lines. And then again, from the spectator, I'm going to go parallel to them until they touch the picture plane. Now where they touch the picture plane, I need to get them on the horizon line. So there's VP1 and VP2 on the picture plane. Now to get them on the horizon line, we're going to go perpendicular to the picture plane. So I'm going to line my set square up with my picture plane, and I'm going to bring them down. So there we go. So that's them on the that's VP2 on the picture horizon line. Here's VP1 now coming onto the horizon line. So there we go. That's VP1 on the horizon line. VP2. Now, corner A is on the picture plane. So corner A can be brought down until it touches the ground line. So there's corner A in the perspective image. Now, I'm going to label these points in plan. Okay, so I'm going to pause the video for a moment. That done. Right, now, A joins to B, and that line is going to go off to VP1. So I'm going to join A in the perspective image to VP1. Now, to get B in the perspective image, I join B to S. Where it pierces the picture plane, I'm going to go down perpendicular to that line until it hits the following. So there's point B now. That's point B. Now, H. Okay, C/H. Right, I'm going to get H. So A to H joins to vanishing point 2. So I'm going to join A to VP2. Alright, now if I want to get H exactly, I'm going to join S to the point H. Okay, where that line pierces the picture plane, I'm going to go down perpendicular to that line. So I'm going to go down perpendicular to that line from where it pierces the picture plane. Okay, now where it hits the line A to VP2, that's point H. Okay, right, I'm going to get F now. So F to H joins to VP1. So I have point H, so I'm going to draw a line from VP1 through point H. Now, sorry, I labeled them wrong. I meant to say I'm going to get point E. Okay, so there's E. So H to E joins to VP1. So I drew a line from VP1 through H, and now point E, I'm going to join that to the spectator. So where it pierces the picture plane, I'm going to bring it down perpendicular to the picture plane. And then where it hits that line there, that's point E. And then E to F joins to VP2. So I'm going to join E to VP2. And now if I want to get F exactly down here, I join F to the spectator. Where it pierces the picture plane, I bring it down perpendicular. So I'm going to bring F down perpendicular until it hits there. So that's point F. Right, now I want to get point C. Okay, so only true heights can be applied along a point on the picture plane. Now, the height of C is over here in the elevation, CH. So I'm going to take the height with C to H, with lift, mark it in from A there, and then I'm going to join that height to VP2. So I'm going to join it to there. Now, where it hits the line coming down from H, that's the height of C. So that's point C. Now, C to D joins to VP1. So I can join C to VP1. Okay, and I'm going to start heavying in some lines in a moment. Just before that, I'm going to get point D. So I can join D to S, where it pierces the picture plane. I'm going to bring it down perpendicular to the spectator. And then where it hits that line, C to VP1, that's point D. Right, so I'm going to heavy some points together. So I'm going to heavy A to H. I'm going to heavy E to H, C to H, C to D. I'm going to heavy B to D, A to B, and E to C, and E to F. Okay, and then I'm going to start what you call it, getting this sloping surface. So if you just look here now, the extension of that line is very, very useful to find this. Right, I'm going to label this 1, 2, 3, 4. So in plan 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now this line is very useful for help. So in plan, I'm going to extend line 1 to 2. Okay. Now where line 1 to 2 hits the edge there, I'm going to join it to the spectator. Where it pierces the picture plane, I'm going to go down perpendicular to it. And now where it hits the line CE, I'm going to join back to VP2. Right? So I'm going to show how to get exactly this point here. Right, so that's it in plan. So I'm going to join that to the spectator. Where it pierces the picture plane down perpendicular. And that's the point there. Okay, now how to get the height of number 1? Well, we said it's 600 high, in real life so 30. Now only 2 heights can be applied along a point on the picture plane. So from this one here that we extended down, bring that down perpendicular to the picture plane. So bring it down perpendicular to the picture plane. Mark the height of 30 from your ground line. Join to VP2. Now, there's point number 1. So I can heavy in that line. That's point number 1. Okay. And now if I want to get point number 2, I can join S to V number 2, where it pierces the picture plane again, down perpendicular to it. So it hits this line. Heavy it in. I can heavy that down to the bottom and a heavy there. Right, now to do the rest of this, it says use auxiliary vanishing points for sloping surfaces. So this surface is sloping upwards. So there's the surface in plan. So these lines would use vanishing point 1. The auxiliary vanishing point is above that. And the angle, so from the line S to VP1, so from the line S to VP1, we're going to mark an angle of 15 degrees. And we're going to measure off that angle there. Okay, now from VP1, we have to draw a line perpendicular to S, the line S to VP1. So that has to be a right angle there. Now that's the true height. So I'm going to take this distance with my compass and I'm going to step it now. I'm going to take this distance, I'm going to step it over VP1. Don't step it over VP2, common mistake. So AUX VP. Now, I can join 1 and 2 to AUX VP. Okay, now to get 3 and 4, so points 3 and 4, I'm going to join 3 to the spectator where it pierces the picture plane. I'm going to go down perpendicular to the picture plane, okay, until it pierces the sloping line coming from number 1. So the sloping line coming from number 1. The sloping line coming from number 1. Now I can join, that's point 3, and I can join that point back to VP2. So I can heavy in a portion of it. You heavy in between the two sloping lines. You heavy in there. Now I can join 1 to 3. That's point number 4. 2 to 4 there. Okay, now I can join C to VP2, we're nearly finished, and I want to get this sloping line here. So from this point here I can join to the auxiliary vanishing point, okay, and I can heavy until it hits the line from C to VP2. Now, then it goes back to VP1, okay, and I'm trying to find out where this will stop. So, if I want to figure out where it'll stop, I join simply, that's where it stops. Oh, you can't see that. It stops underneath 3 in plan. So you have 3 joined to the spectator down perpendicular. So if I continue this line down, it stops right there. So I can connect them together, connect this together, and then nearly there, D to VP2. Okay, F would join to the auxiliary vanishing point. So tiny bit off there. They need to be on each other, so they do. Well, they pretty much are. And then A to C. Okay, and that is the question complete. Cheers. Thank you. Bye bye.